Tonight I'm going to make a bacon maple glazed cheesecake. Here's my bacon, and I'm going to cut it up and bake it in the oven because that's the best way with the best crispiness. I don't like to pan fry it. Make sure you have a pair of scissors that's good at cutting. Just pull out all your bacon. Parchment paper on my pan, by the way. I'm going to lay out each bacon strip. Again, is all laid out. Perfect. Now just put that in the oven on 350. My KitchenAid out. Here's my 4 blocks of cream cheese. It's going to be 1 cup of sugar, 4 eggs. I have maple syrup that I'm going to make into a maple glaze, sour cream, and the surprise on this is I'm going to use these pork rind crumbs for the crust of the cheesecake. I'm going to melt down my stick of butter. I'm going to add my pork rind crumbs to the bowl first. I don't really know how many I'll need, so I'll just use the whole thing. Now, let me melt my butter. Melted butter. And wait on that. I'm going to do 2 tablespoons of white sugar. 1, 2. And I'm going to do 1 tablespoon of brine. There's a little extra. And I'm going to mix my butter. Hopefully this works right. This is the consistency. I think it's good. The bacon is cooking slowly and steadily. So I actually got a new pan for this. It's a Nordic brand. I gotta rinse it out and it unlocks and it's ready to go. Look how nice that is. I don't know if I should add more butter to this. I don't think it's sticky enough to stick to the pan. So I'm gonna add another like a half stick of butter and be happy with that. I'm going to open up all of the cream cheese like so. Cool down. Add all my cream cheese packets. I've been really wanting to make this recipe ever since I bought these pork rinds, like the crumb pork rinds for when I made the Scotch eggs. I thought it would be a great idea to make it a crust for a cheesecake. I'm going to close the beater, lock it, and beat the cream cheese. I'm going to do my eggs next. Do that one at a time. So it's well beaten. 2, 3. floor. And sour cream. There we go. I'm going to press down my crust. Yeah, you get the idea. Press it all around the edges. I'm in a kitchen right now full of smoke because I spilled baking grease in my oven, so it's a mess. I have my fan on and some windows open, so if it looks a little foggy, that's why. I think that looks good.
It really looks like
graham cracker?
Yeah.
It does.
You
Hey.
sure?
What?
Oh, it really tastes like graham cracker.
You'll like this. I've already tried it. It's good.
What did you mix it with?
Brown sugar and sugar butter.
Oh, I will like
Yeah,
that.
so it's not just like straight pork rind. Anyway.
Okay, that's what I was picturing. I'm like, oh no.
I'm not gonna water bath it.
Why would you water bath it?
Because people water bath cheesecakes.
That makes no sense.
Well, I'm sure they know.
You know,
why they
people
do it.
water bath cheese.
Why?
I don't know.
I'm sure there's a legit reason as to why they're water bathing cheesecakes.
As long as I've been making cheesecakes, I've never heard of it.
Really? Hopefully somebody comments and says why they water bath. I'm going to. Okay, there we go. A little clumpy, but hey, you know, it's like a first time thing. So that's what it looks like, full of filling. And it's pretty thick. I don't want to mess, so I'm going to put this in the pan in case it bubbles over. I didn't butter the pan. Uh-oh. It's brand new, so hopefully it's non-stick, it won't stick. My bacon is done. Now I gotta crumble up some pieces. I'm going to do a small glaze to set that aside, which would be... I eyeball everything, so I'm just doing this based on what I feel is the right measurements. Put it in a cup, just glaze. So just a little bit of powdered sugar, some maple, 2 tablespoons, and like a half a cup of powdered sugar. That's what it looks like. And I'm gonna pour a little bit of milk in there and then mix it up, and that will be my maple glaze. Actually, I'm gonna use a little bit of half and half. I'm gonna make a cream cheese frosting. I already have maple flavor and powdered sugar in here. And now I'm just gonna like hand blend the cream cheese into this. You can get all the chunks out. It's just gonna take you a little longer. All my bacon in front of me now, and I'm going to chop it up. Someone that's never made a cheesecake, I sure am going for the gold tonight. Like to do a bacon topping maple glazed cheesecake. I don't even know what I'm thinking. I'm hoping it sets up. If it does, it's going to be super tasty. The batter was pretty good. I did eventually get my glaze to thin out, and that's what it looks like. That's how I chopped up my bacon right there. It's not too choppy, and it's not too thick. It's like it's gonna be a perfect topping. What's going on here? But something is leaking from my pan. I just pulled it out of the oven. It's been in there a little over an hour. It looks done around the edges, but the center is jiggly wiggly. So I'm assuming that's good. I think it's done. So around the edges. I forgot to butter it, but it doesn't look like it's sticking. And this is the completed cheesecake, topped with bacon, maple glaze, and the pork rind crust, which turned out really well. It's very pretty. It smells delicious. It does smell good. Thank you for joining me. Over and out.